There it is. Well, that sucks. You see what I see? It's separating. I can press it back down, but it won't stay. It's damn near new too. Well, maybe I can come up with something that'll save it. Leave it on there loose. Make sure she's unplugged. And let's try something. So I used to buy sanding discs that weren't self-adhesive. Okay? They instead would be installed by taking this sanding disc cement, and it's permanently tacky, and you would just push them down. You can see here that this is set up for a disc that, an old style disc where it screwed on from the center, which was typical of the Sears Craftsman conical disc that they sold at that time, and that's what I bought it for. And what you do is you take and you put two coats. You put a coat on the surface of the disc, and then you let that dry until it gets tacky, and then you put another coat on top of that. I'm going to try to get down in here without pulling more of the adhesive off than I already have loose, and just put it in the places where the disc is separated. And after it gets tacked up, then I'll take and clamp it in place and hold it. Let's do that. Oh, it's plugged up. Well, we'll do it the old-fashioned way. This is probably 20 years old. And yeah, it's still good underneath. It don't go bad, as far as I know. There it is. Okay. So, see if I can get that out of there. Ah, yep. I cleaned her out. Good as new. Yeah, I know. It's a messy job. Somebody's got to do it. Let me clean this up and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I made it back. I have an assortment of glue tools here. What I want to do is, if you can see down in there, see, let's move over here just a little bit. You can see that it's still tacky down in there, but around this outside edge, it's not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to coat the inside of this disc. There you go. With the adhesive. Fairly thin application. Making sure I get it clear out to the edge. Okay, just try to get a coat on there, and then I'll come back in a little bit after it's tacked up. May take an hour, a couple hours, something like that. I don't have it real warm here in the shop. And I'll put a second coat on, and once that gets tacked up, I'll clamp it. So, see, even around on this side. My real problem with this, what caused this, is that I don't normally store this disc over in the cabinet there. That's basically for saw blades. I don't usually put sanding discs there. I usually store it on an empty shelf in one of my parts cabinets, with cans of paint or other weighted objects on top of it. And I usually let it set that way till I'm ready to use it. But I finished using it on a project, and I expected to come back in just about another hour or so. I think that's all I've got. I'm not going to pull it loose any place where it still tacks, okay? Just where it was already loose. But I plan to come on back in a couple hours and use it, and I didn't get around to it. And in fact, that job didn't end up getting sanded, so it's set there now for about a week, and voila, it's separated. So I'll come back and we'll put that second coat on here whenever this gets tacky. Well, it tacked up pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and put that second coat on. I just took this glue here and stuck it down in a plastic bag while I waited so it wouldn't dry out. I don't know if this is going to be compatible with the self-adhesive that was on the disc to start with, but we'll see. This is a latex based adhesive here, and I assume that the self-adhesive that's on that was originally on the disc is not, but if it don't work, well, I haven't lost anything and you won't be seeing this video. But if it does, well, maybe I can save you a buck or two. Okay, so I'll let that one tack up and then we'll try to stick it. Well, I got pretty good tack on it now. Don't know if it's going to hold or not, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to press it on there. And we'll put a few extras on just because we can. Now let it sit there overnight. We'll come back tomorrow and see if it is going to stay. I'll go ahead and clamp that other one up, and then we'll check it in the morning. Well, it's the next morning. It's raining, so hopefully you can hear me. But anyway, let's take this off and see how well it adhered. Like I said, I don't know if these two adhesives are compatible. Oh yeah, that's solid. You can't remove it. All right. I like it. Check the other side right quick. Yeah. Yep, that works. Yep, it's solid all the way around. So now I won't make that mistake again. I have a shelf in a cabinet where I'm supposed to keep this, and what I do is I place it face down, flat on that shelf, and then I put paint cans on it to keep pressure against it, to keep it from curling in. So I don't remember what those things cost. They're $3-4 a piece for those 12-inch discs. But I have, on other occasions, had to rip them off when they peeled back. So I may have found a way to save a few bucks. Do appreciate you watching, and I hope you have nothing less than a wonderful day.